What's going on, everyone? DSP here, and welcome to the first retail game that I'm doing a playthrough of in quite some time, in a couple weeks now. It is No More Hreoes, Heroes Paradise. And first of all, I do want to apologize. I may have some issues with my voice. I'm doing so much voice acting, playing Phoenix Wright games for the past week that yeah, I started to lose my voice last night. I almost thought I was going to have no voice today, but luckily it's starting to come back, as you can hear. So I'm going to do my best, so bear with me. But No More Hreoes, originally a game made exclusively for the Nintendo Wii, and uses motion controls. So as you can see today, I'm using my PlayStation Move controller. And yeah, so when this game came out, it was actually a cult hit. A lot of people really loved this game and said, wow, this is a great game. Problem was, it's a game made for hardcore gamers. It's actually a mature rated game, and you know, when you really look at the demographic of the Wii, to be completely honest, you know, it's not really a system for the hardcore gamer. So a lot of people missed out on this game. You know, people who only had an Xbox 360 or a PlayStation 3 totally missed out. And I was one of those people, because I did not have a Nintendo Wii when this game was released. And so this is an opportunity for me to now experience this game. And it's now been upgraded, completely remade in HD, so it's going to look a lot sweeter than it did on the Wii, and supposedly they've refined certain things in the game to make it a better experience. So I'm excited. I hope you are. Let's jump right in. The Saga of Travis Touchdown. Do I want to upload new saved data from my gameplay to online storage? Let's just think about this for a second. You want me to save my game saves online on a cloud server. What happens if the internet goes down? I can't play a single player game? That's the dumbest fucking idea ever. I know a lot of these, you know, things are going to that. Oh, use the power of the cloud. What do you do when you have no internet, moron? Like, are we really going to put our whole lives online to the point when we have no internet we can't function or do anything? That's pretty foolish. But anyway, I digress. No More Hreoes, Heroes Paradise. Here we go. Looking forward to this. What the fuck is this? When saving data, the HDD access indicator will start flashing. You cannot use player data created by other players. Get the fuck out of here. Oh, I should have expected this. It's going to install the game data. I wonder if we even have enough room on my hard drive to install this game. What's the required hard drive install? Let me look at the box. Let's see. Required install of 3 gigs. Holy fucking shit. I don't know if I have enough hard drive space. Did it even check? I don't even know if it checked to see if it has enough, if I have enough hard drive space. It's just installing. What game was it that I played recently that I had to do a ridiculous amount of hard drive space? What the hell was it? I'm trying to remember. And it really pissed me off because, what was it, Catherine? Yeah, Catherine. And I have Catherine on here, so fuck, it probably takes up half my hard drive. Why'd you say there's no space? Yeah, so, once again, here we go, as we wait as the game installs. And again, this is the thing that's unique about my playthroughs, is you're going to see what it's actually like to play the game. That's the difference between me and everyone else who just fucking, oh, this is my super speedrun perfection playthrough, which is footage hashed together from the 21 attempts that I made running through the game. So it makes me look like a god because I never die. Well, yeah, that's real interesting. No one cares. People want to see what these games are really like. They want to get the real experience of what happens when I bring No More Hreoes home for the first time and I pop it into my PlayStation 3. This is what you have to do. And you need 3 gigs available on your hard drive in order to do it. So this is the kind of stuff people want to know. I think with my new hairdo, I might actually look a little bit like Travis Touchdown. I just need to get those aviator sunglasses and a fucking bug zapper, which is what his weapon is. I run around with a fucking bug zapper, zapping shit like an asshole. Actually, there was a guy, we just went to a convention in Hartford, Connecticut about a month or 2 ago called Kineticon, and there was a guy in a Travis Touchdown outfit, and he looked just like him. He even had a custom built lightsaber type weapon that he had made, and it looks really cool. It was a really cool outfit, so I gotta give that guy props. But yeah, a lot of these games this year. So we've had Catherine, we had Phoenix Wright, now we have No More Hreoes Paradise. All these quirky Japanese style games. I think they're really starting to become more mainstream here in the United States. It took a while, you know. You had the original era of video games where it wasn't like that. You know, the Zeldas, the Marios, they were classic games, but they really didn't have a lot to do with Japanese culture. And then as the years progressed, sure, you had your Personas, you had Devil May Cry, you had certain games that had that kind of stuff infused, but now I think it's really, really becoming part of the mainstream. It's going to become more predominant as we move on in gaming here. I think it's going to seep more into the American style of gaming. And it's a pleasure for me to be able to play these games. I mean, not to say I'm going to start playing every dating game that the fucking Japanese put out and hentai shit, because they actually make that stuff. But imagine that. Imagine if they made a Japanese hentai game for the PlayStation 3. Oh my god. Forget it. You'd have fucking protests. You'd have Christian groups outside of fucking game stores. Hell no. No tentacle dicks. We don't like them. What would Jesus do? He wouldn't suck a tentacle dick, I'll tell you that. Oh, those silly Japanese. No, what I mean is the quirky culture stuff that they do. You know, the anime style drawing, the style of the behavior of the characters, the overreaction, the over-dramatic reactions to the things that happened in the games, the cartoony style of things that happen. Heavily, you know, anime influence. That's the kind of culture influence I'm talking about. And I did mention this in my unboxing video. I guess since we have some free time here, it's worth it mentioning again. This game, for pre-ordering it at GameStop, you get a code that you're supposed to enter on PlayStation Network to get some downloadable content. And I was like, wow, that's cool. So I look at the receipt, you know, that's where they put the codes, and it doesn't tell you whatsoever what the content is. And then it says you can't redeem the code for a week after this game is out. Now, I'm playing this on release day. I always, you know, these new games, I usually play them on release day or a couple of days after, depending on how many games come out that week, excuse me. But imagine if, you know, after I beat this game, it's a single-player game, you know what I mean? It's not like there's an online mode, it's not like there's a co-op mode, there's not going to be replayability once you beat it. Why would I, a week later, use the fucking pre-order code? And the other thing is, the pre-order code only you know, you can only get that if you pre-order the game, but your pre-order status, after, I think it's like 3 or 4 days, it cancels out, meaning you get your money back. It cancels your pre-order if you don't pick up your game within a couple days. So, there's nobody who's going to go to pick up this game and get that code and be able to use it right away. So it's really a worthless code. I don't know what they were thinking there. The only other game that I could think of where that happened was WWE All-Stars earlier this year. It was really weird. You get a code to get 2 free characters, but the characters, you couldn't unlock them for a month. So I was like, I think the reason they did it there was because they were trying to get you to keep playing the game. You know what I mean? Or maybe, ooh, you know, maybe they'll get bored of this game, but then in a month they'll play it again. They'll pick it up again to try these 2 characters that are free, and then maybe they'll see, oh, this game's good again, and then they'll buy more characters, because there actually were a bunch more DLC characters available at that time as well. So maybe that was the tactic they were using. It was a marketing tactic. But for this game, a week? A code that you can't use for a week? If you really want my honest opinion, I think they fucked up. I think that this game they thought wasn't going to be released until next week, or some idiot who scheduled the DLC thought or made a mistake and thought this game was going to be released next week, and then it ends up that the game came out a fucking week earlier than what they thought, and now they look like assholes. They've completely made the DLC worthless. Well, 'tis life. Here we are at 77%, 9 minutes into this video, and we haven't seen a fucking piece of gameplay yet. I'm so bored I'm blowing my nose. It's going to get to 98%, and then it's going to say your hard drive is full. Well, if it says that, that's my fault, because my PlayStation 3 is one of the old 20 gig ones. When I bought my PlayStation 3, all of the larger hard drive versions were sold out. I think it was the 60 gig at that time. And the reason was because that was the time when they were transitioning out the 20 gig PS3s, and they were moving over into the new release of the two different hard drive sizes, and they were both much bigger. So really, the only thing that was left in stores was the 20 gig for like 2 months because no one wanted them. They were all waiting. I didn't want to wait. There were games that I wanted to play when I bought it, so I bought the 20 gig. And so I have very little hard drive space. It sucks. I have like nothing on my hard drive right now besides game data, and it's fucking full. Like, how could it be full? You know? And I understand when you have a game like Catherine, that game, here, I'm going to look. You know, Catherine had a fucking... that also had a 3 gig install. So, you know, when you go with giant install games like this, it's not hard to figure out why your hard drive would fill up. I guess the question then is, why the fuck do some of these games have such big hard drive installs? I understand it's for quicker loading, but really? Do you really need to eat up my whole fucking hard drive? Like, they can't figure this out yet? You know what I mean? I don't know. I guess maybe they can't, because on Xbox 360 the load times fucking suck ass, and on the PC it eats up your hard drive too, so maybe they just haven't gotten there yet. Alright, 97, here we go. 98, and then it's going to say, hard drive is full. Ready? 98, here it comes. The pop-up message, you're fucked. Here it is. Oh, we got to 99. Alright. Looks like we're actually going to get to play the game, now that we're 11 and a half minutes in. Excellent. I think my fucking Move controllers have gone to sleep. Alright. This is an exciting gameplay right now. Thank you. Alright, you already told me this. You don't need to tell me again. Uh-oh, my ball is flashing, look. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I like my ball, my glowing ball. AQ Interactive. Switch to PlayStation motion controllers? Yes. Alright. Point the PlayStation Move motion controller. Hold on. Point the PlayStation Move motion controller and press the move button. Oh, point at the center of the screen? Okay. Calibration? Okay. Yeah, it's not bad. That's pretty good. No! I don't want to recalibrate it, you fucking stupid thing. Ah! It's going nuts! There we go. Okay. How do I continue? Oh, I'm kissing this. Look, I'm kissing her. Okay. Talk about a weird beginning of the game. You fucking kiss the shit out of the screen. Press start. Oh god, there's a start button on here somewhere. There it is. Options. Let's get the subtitles on. Here we go. Everything else is good. Exit. Yes, save changes. Very good. I hate to do this. I know this is a dick move, but it wasn't my fault. There was a 3 gig install. We'll return in part 2 with actual gameplay.